Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at more Am I Wrong stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. My friend invited me over for dinner. Our tradition is to bring food when invited to dinner. I asked if I should bring a dessert. She said that would be great, but it needs to be dairy-free because her daughter stopped eating dairy. I know a great cake recipe with no dairy. I brought it to the dinner and it was a big hit. My friend asked for the recipe and I told her. When I got to the eggs, her daughter became upset and ran upstairs. My friend asked why I put eggs in the cake. I said the eggs were responsible for the spongy texture. She said the cake isn't dairy-free. I said it was. There's no milk or milk products in the cake, no cheese, no butter, etc. My friend said eggs are dairy. I was confused. Dairy is milk, and milk products to my understanding. She said dairy is anything that comes from an animal. I asked if honey is dairy then. She said no because bees are insects. I apologized, but I could tell she was still upset. I've never heard of eggs being dairy before. Eggs aren't dairy. Dairy is just milk. Is the daughter confusing like her being dairy free to like her being vegan or something? Like eggs are an animal product, yes, but they're not dairy. So I don't know why they're making such a big deal out of it. Like just Google it. Honestly, if someone was arguing with me about something that I knew, I'd just be like, then Google it. We don't have to stand here fighting all day if you just Google it. Oh my goodness. Am I wrong for reminding my dad's wife that she was supposed to be my mom's best friend, but instead was a backstabber who cheated with her best friend's husband? Whoa. I live in a toxic household and I contribute to that, but I want to know if I'm the asshole for this particular part of it. So my parents were married and seemed happy when everything fell apart. My mom found out she had a brain tumor, and on that same day, she found out my dad was sleeping with a best friend. I was 10 at the time, and for like 5 weeks life was crazy with my dad and Haley, who was meant to be my mom's best friend, trying to make her forgive them. My mom started having seizures because of the tumor, and I think because of the stress too, and she died 5 weeks and 2 days after she was diagnosed with a brain tumor. My dad and Haley moved in together after my mom died, and they decided they would try to raise me and my sister together. The audacity! That's crazy. That's actually crazy. To have your kids know that you cheated with this woman and you're going to bring her into their lives? Hell no! My sister was 8 at the time, and my dad had said she took her cues from me, but we did not accept Dad and Haley, and we acted up a lot. I yelled at them, called them names, refused to listen when they asked me to do something, and I told other people what they'd done. All of my dad's friends, all of Haley's friends, and our neighbors knew, and mostly because of me. I interrupted the wedding a bunch. My sister did, but not as much. We wanted to live somewhere else and they refused. They got us all into therapy and I didn't put any work into fixing things. My dad and Haley had 2 kids and I refused to help or care. I make a point of telling or showing what they are, and I think of them. For my dad, that meant cutting him out of photos, and I say every now and again I'll change my last name to Mum's. She's never changed her when they are married. And I talk about my maternal grandpa being the man I want to be the most because he's the best guy I know. But with Haley, I remind her every time that she was supposed to be my mum's best friend, and she was the backstabber who cheated with my dad instead. And I do this in front of other people if she tries to act like my parent or take praise for my good behavior around other people. She told me I need to stop bringing it up several times, but I ignore her. I tell her I won't ever stop. Yes, don't ever stop. Remind her every single time she gets a bit too happy. Because why are you here living all happy and everything, not living in guilt, huh? Her aunt died last week and she told me I needed to help out around the house more while she was with her mom and her cousins. I refused, and she told me this is what older siblings and oldest child does, and I reminded her that I wasn't hers and brought up her affair again. She broke down and I told her I didn't feel sorry for her, and she told me she felt guilty enough and like mom haunted her enough, and she said I was doing nothing but driving her crazy and making her feel like she had to isolate from everyone because otherwise the whole world would know with the way that I act. She told me I was bullying her and that I should go after Dad, not her. I told her I'll go after both until I can cut them out of my life for good. Then I told her she doesn't deserve to have a happy life after what she did. My aunt died sister came over after Haley called her and she asked me to stop bringing it up. She told me Haley and my dad don't need to be forgiven, but that reminding Haley like this and shaming her and making it difficult for her to have relationships where people won't know and judge isn't okay, because the kids she and dad have together will suffer. Well, who cares if it's difficult for her because she didn't even think about her best friend at all. Right, who cares? Why would you cheat with your best friend's husband? And the fact that her best friend died too, yes, she deserves to feel guilty forever. And Haley's like, you should blame your dad only. Excuse me? You were the best friend. It's not even like she fell in love with a man that she didn't know was married, right? She knew this guy. She knew his wife too. His wife was her best friend. And she's really gonna be like, you can't blame me. Excuse me? Oh. Honestly, I'd be petty like this person. I would be shaming her forever. Because everyone deserves to know. And they were the one who caused everything. So like they can't be like, you can't do this to me. Like seriously, why would the dad move in with Hailey and have her around his kids, knowing that his kids know everything? Therapy isn't going to fix everything. You know, like, what is he thinking? The dad is pathetic. Hailey is pathetic. Seriously, everyone in this story is pathetic except for the kids. Am I wrong for telling my partner's son that I don't owe him anything? I've been dating Mark for 3 years. He has a 19-year-old son, Ethan, and I have a 15-year-old daughter, Lily. Mark moved in with us about a year ago. Ethan blames me for his parents' divorce, even though they split a year before I met Mark. From the start, he's been cruel, calling me names, even vandalizing my car with his friends a couple years back. After Mark moved in, Ethan's behavior got worse. I nearly ended things, but instead I encouraged Mark to take Ethan on a solo trip to talk and set boundaries. When they got back, Ethan calmly told me, "You're not my family. You never will be. I'll be civil, but don't expect anything from me." Then he walked out. Since then, he's had no relationship with me or my daughter. He visits sometimes, but won't speak to either of us. Now I'm planning a Florida trip for Mark, Lily, and me. Mark suggested inviting Ethan. I said he's welcome, but only if he or Mark pays for his flight. Ethan doesn't work, and Mark can't afford it. When Ethan heard this, he said I should pay for one to fix things. I reminded him of his own words last year and told him, "I owe you nothing. You or your dad can pay if you want to come." Now I'm being called petty and told I'm the adult who needs to make the effort. But I feel like respect goes both ways. I agree. Respect does go both ways. Ethan was the one who was like, "You're not family to me. I don't care about you. Don't expect anything from me." Then yeah, this person should be the same too. They should not expect anything from this person. And I love how he's like, you should be the adult, but he's literally 19 years old. He's an adult too. What is wrong with people? Seriously. What is going on? Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.